Alright, this is, once again, Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon, and the Blade of Light. I was hoping to get done today, thinking maybe I could warp cheese a bunch, but there's actually something I need to accomplish in all 3 of the next chapters. So we'll see if that actually happens. Not sure yet. In this one, I need to get Light Sphere, which is the only spell that can hurt Gharnef. And unfortunately, I might lose the item that Martha's been using to have infinite resources, so that kind of stinks. I'll go ahead and start the timer. And starts picking my units. The problem is, I feel like anyone else at this point is like is a liability. Is there anyone I can put on my team who is fine and not a liability? I'm not sure. Should have built one more unit apparently, because that's kind of, it seems like this is the point. I mean, I guess I could go back to having Lena. No, I don't need to. I could go without it. Like, I could turn Lena into a bishop once I get another ring. She is someone who I've built at least a little bit. She's just not going to be that good of a unit. Makes me wish I built Lind or something up after all. Who the heck is Rat? I don't remember that character. Could have built another horseman. Could have built up another flying unit. So that's someone who I have been doing lately is, what's her name? Paula, but I don't know. She ends up just not being used much. I'll still put her in. Flying units can potentially help in certain situations if you need like some one-off thing. Those are some interesting names. Yeah, some are pretty normal. Some are like twists on names. I have a lot of units though. I haven't let anyone die. So one thing I did since I last played this game is I like review. Okay, hang on. Maria and Minerva's home, Macedon. It is the birthplace of wyverns. It was known as a bountiful land of peace. That changed when Prince Michaelis, or Michaelis, I'm not sure, aligned his goal with those of Dolher against Minerva's wishes. He turned Macedon's wyvern knights to war, striking fear into hearts across many lands. As Marth and his allies approach, the amassed wyverns blot out the sun. So one thing I did was... It lacks Sheeta and Mars. Those were translations we saw on a fan patch early on, if you're wondering. One thing I did yesterday after streaming was, like, I spent way too long looking at maps and reading the story to understand this game and what is actually going on. Partly to be prepared to be ready for the summary video, but also partly just to actually understand it as I go into some of the final situations. So in this one, we're up against Macedon, which has been one of the big allies of Dolher, the main villain country. Minerva is from this place. She doesn't agree with what about siding with Dolher, but her brother, who is currently ruling, does. There's some more backstories onto how he took the throne from his dad, but I don't know if it's explained in this game. Is that not him? Where's Michaelis? Michaelis. I don't know how you say his name. Maybe he is just there. Oh no, there he is. Interesting. He's not on the actual throne. I wonder if he's aggressive then. So this is Minerva's brother. It's a bit of both. One thing that didn't help is that I missed out on what happened at the beginning. It's explained in the manual. So, for example, something that's not explained in the game initially, but it's in the manual, is that at the very start of the game, or before the start of the game, Marth's home kingdom is attacked. He ends up fleeing far to the east, which is Sita's hometown, or Sita's country, home country, and was seeking refuge there. And then from there is where Marth goes out and decides to reconquer a bunch of places. And if you actually follow it, there's a pretty clear route your cast takes through the game. I almost want to show this now. I found a map. I don't know when it came out, but there was a map that, like, actually lie. There's the normal map of the nation. Let me try to. You guys don't mind giving me a second. I don't know how much you care actually about this, but there's a normal map of the kingdom, and then there was like another map that actually shows like a bunch of the levels in the game and stuff like that. And I traced where your like team had been going up until this point. And it's a pretty like you're not just hopping all over the map. You're actually, you know, traversing from one place to the next, following a kind of clear route. It gets kind of messed up right at the end, which we haven't seen yet, but I kind of want to I don't know how much you guys care, but I'll show it for anyone that does care. No, yeah, there's an older one. It might have been on a website. I'm not exactly sure, but here, let me pull it up. First is the one from Shadow Dragon. That gives you an idea of what the continent actually looks like. So let me pull this up. So this is the map from Shadow Dragon. Obviously, it's not that clear where everything is just by looking at this map without any names or anything. Why can I not cut this down anymore? Well, I'll show you what it looks like. It's an actual map of each location you fight in and stuff like that. So this is Shadow Dragon, just to give you some ideas. This here is Marth's home kingdom. This is Talus, where you start the game. See this home kingdom. You kind of start off going up here, then you go down. Oh wait, I'm using my cursor. You guys can't see that. I need a little cursor thing that some people have. I'll just how do I do this? Can I use GIMP? Can you guys see my cursor in this? I think you can, right? So this here is Marth's home kingdom. This is before the game. He gets driven out of here. What you figure out is that this kingdom next to him betrayed him. They were allied in fighting against Dolher at first, but they betrayed him and killed his father. He flees here to Talus, where Cetus comes from, and then together, the kingdom here and the kingdom here are allied, but they've been fighting Dolher. This one's been completely conquered, so you kind of help them fight off Grust and Dolher. Grust is over here. It's a big ally of Dolher, which is here, and then there's also Macedon, which is down here, and this is where I'm currently at, actually, is down here in Macedon. Minerva's place. So I found this map, which actually shows, like, missions. So up here, this is structured like the first level. Down here was the second level. It was a port where I fought off a bunch of pirates that had taken over a port. So you can see they even have the level designs here on this map. And I think so. I think I had trouble. If anyone wants to try to track this down, look up Arcanea, the continent, on the Fire Emblem wiki, and you'll see this in their images if you want to track down where this came from. I didn't look too much into it yet. I wasn't necessarily planning on showing this today, but I just thought it was interesting. And I even tracked down, like, where you went throughout the game. So here's as I was trying to follow it. You start there, you go here, up here is where you meet Hardin, who is the brother of the king of Arulis. Down here is Ninus Kingdom, which takes a while for you to conquer. It's kind of one of the big continents. Then you go up and go against the kingdom that betrayed you. You take a brief detour in the desert to try to find Gharnef, because this is where Gharnef is from. Then you go down here, take back your homeland. Then you go down this way to fight Camus, the one guy who is kind of a good person, but was siding with his king, who sided with Dolher. Then I end up coming down here, and now I'm in Macedon. The last place besides Dolher to conquer. So I don't know if you find that interesting, if any of that you can track back what happened with the story, but It helped me understand what was going on in the game a lot better. I plan on probably using that map when I talk about the game in my summary video. Because the game is just, it's really hard to visualize what's going on without a map like that. The map helped me out a lot in realizing what was going on in the whole war. So, an interesting thing about Fire Emblem Awakening is it is actually the same continent. If you look up Elysi, or however you're supposed to say it, I don't remember how they say it. The names I'm always bad with. It looks almost, the right side of the, ew. The right side of the map looks almost, so you cross over the ocean to another continent to the left, but the right side of the map looks almost identical to this. With some slight changes information. Awakening takes place in the same, country as the first Fire Emblem, just many years in the future. That's why Lucina disguises herself as Marth, because Marth is a known figure on that continent. Oh, hearing the audio scratching. If you're watching this for the first time, audio sometimes scratches on the Switch emulator, so I just have to reset or go to the home and back, and it all comes back. All right, so everyone's pretty busted now, honestly. I've made people a lot stronger. I'm a little worried about, I might have made a mistake. I maybe should have given my mages more speed, because I think the mages are the ones that have to defeat Gharnef, because they have to use Light Sphere. So I'm a little worried their speed will hurt them, but let's hope it's fine. And what I need to do is I need to get to this building with Light Sphere and Star Sphere in Marth's inventory, so he's gonna have to go to the convoy. Actually, who has... So he has Star Sphere. Does anyone have Light Sphere? Didn't I give that to my bow guy, actually? I did. So I can... Wow, some of my inventory is a bit of a mess from all that trading in the last one. Yeah, I think what I like about this map, it's not, like, completely accurate when you compare the... pull up on my screen again. It's not completely accurate when you compare the shapes of landmass with the official one. By the way, if you're wanting the official one, or this one from Shadow Dragon, you actually... You actually only explore, this side of the continent in the first game. You're not in this top half at all. It looks like kind of similar, but it's not exactly accurate to the map. But I like this one because of, like, each of these castles or the different fortresses I've captured throughout the game. It really one-to-one lines up with every mission you do. So that's why I like this. Why I think I want to use that one. Yeah, I saw that one too, actually. I forgot I could pull that one up too. That one has the names in their Japanese language, or their Japanese names, so I don't know if I want to use that one because it might throw off the names of each of the countries. If it's the same one I'm thinking of. Alright, so we need to get Marth's Star Sphere. Unfortunately, to do that, we have to move around inventory a lot, because they're both full. What needs to happen is Marth needs to give up a spot to somebody. Sure, I'll give Kane. I'll give Kane. I might actually, you know what? I might hold, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna wait till the end to transfer the weapon. I'll have to watch out for this thief, probably. But, because I would like Marth's Mercurius to not lose any durability during this mission, so. I'm gonna keep pushing forward. Is there anything to the left? Reinforcements could show up from there, wouldn't be surprised. We've got a town, which I may need to go to. Some of my weapons are a little short. So basically, it's just a bunch of wyverns and a handful of horse people. Alright, I'll just start moving up that way, I guess. You can find official art of a handful of the main cast, but yeah, I mean, I guess it was, like, pretty early for them. and I don't know how much of a budget they even had for a lot of that. I mean, a lot of the characters in-game portraits are identical to others, including bosses, and even some of the cast is identical to others in the cast. I also found out there's a character that sometimes talks between missions, and it's this, like, guy with a mustache. And I was like, who is this guy? It turns out he's the army's tactician. And it's not explicitly the player character, but considering you're moving around, I wonder if that's supposed to be you, the player. Yeah, it might be you. I can't remember what his name is now, but he's a character in this. Oh man, I forgot to make him copy someone good. Actually, you know who is good now? Sita. It's probably not the best. Oops, I hear the lightning. Or lightning. The lightning is causing the sound quality. I just realized her defense has still not been boosted yet, so maybe that wasn't a good play. I don't know, her attack is really good though. And speed. Fire Emblem has a bunch of trading card games. I don't know if I knew that, actually. You can spawn a Pegasus out of there. I mean, he's been spawning horses for most of this game. Maybe I should have waited till the next chapter. My paladins are probably better than Sita still. Just from, Wait, I didn't capture... That wasn't Sita! That was my weak one, Paula. I'm so used to Sita being a Pegasus Knight, I just assumed that was her. Whoopsies. Alright, I guess I just don't want to use Zane until he becomes back to normal. Man, that's stupid. Oh, there's a house here. Where did that come from? The joy of moving a whole army. See how many of them are aggressive. Might end up being quite a few of them. We'll see how much I want to spam Marth on this mission. Now that everyone's becoming, like, super strong, does it really matter how much experience everyone gets at this point? This close to the end of the game? I'm not so sure it does. Wow, it's like everyone's coming out. It would actually make no sense, a Pegasus. Yeah, it probably is, like, way too much body mass for any sort of wings to keep them floating. But hey, they look cool. Actually, do dragons even make sense in that regard then? Because they're pretty chunky too. This is back to my old color scheme, where I made the mountains a little too orange. It is. I'm gonna crank this down a little bit. I think that looks a little better. All right, so basically everyone is aggressive, which is fantastic. Martha's still busted. He will. I feel like I am still lacking defense and HP on some of my units, though, so I do got to be a little careful about how aggressive I play. Guess I'll put Zane here, so he can fly up still. A great sage lives in the village to the north. He keeps to himself, though. I've never met him. Nobody has. So that's the one with light sphere. Did the thief move? You found a list on pre-Fire Emblem in the West official name locals. Oh, so all the stuff that was like them calling him Mars in the first OVA, stuff like that. Oh shoot, is that too close to Julian? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As long as she doesn't have a javelin. Okay, good. It does have a rider's bane, though. They called him Marus. I wonder if that's because, in Japanese, you have to have a vowel at the end of every... What do they call them? It's every, like, sound they have always has a vowel at the end, so you wouldn't have RS. A syllable, yeah. You have to have a vowel at the end of every syllable. So, I said Mars. Marth's name in Japan is probably Maru, whatever the last syllable or sound is. They also call Genealogy of the Holy War the Descent of Jihad. Interesting. I wonder if that... They call it Genealogy of the Holy War now, right? In in official media. Zigludo? Or Zigludo? That's funny. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Again, I gotta get Marth up there quick enough so that the thief isn't a problem. Oh, this could get hairy, actually. I need to move my weaker units further back. They're all going into the mountain range. I guess I could put Sita and Minerva there to slow it down. His Japanese name is Marusu. Interesting. They don't hit Marth because I don't think they can. So if they can't hurt him, they ought just to go for someone else. So what that one person said about them always attacking Marth is not entirely accurate, actually. So this is a little bit crazy. I'm not sure what to do. I might pull back everyone except for Marth. This is a lot of units. Like, a lot. Interesting, I just noticed Michaelis. Oh, so the thief is still going up. I definitely have to protect that place. It's required to get falchion. You can actually beat the game without it, or go through the game without ever seeing it. So Martha's gonna get hit like crazy here. Let's hope he doesn't die. Because again, he still actually doesn't have super high defense. Alright, I'm gonna pull back more defensively here. The audio crackling again. Why did I have to make Zane a stupid Pegasus? That was such a dumb mistake. Should be good enough. Let me think here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Man, these things can move far. We'll see how many of them go for Marth though versus these guys. Let's hope they live too. I'm playing a little haphazardly here. Oh, interesting. So it was just like that one Nintendo Power article. Oh, they are going back up to Marth now. Oh, shoot. It's because that one can actually hit Marth. So I'm actually slightly concerned about Marth here. He might die. I did not realize they would all attack him. And if they've all got silver lances, yeah, he's going to die. Man, this is actually really hard to defend that city. I actually have kind of a goofy idea, though. And I hear the crackling again already. That was fast. I was not thinking they would all attack him here. There's definitely a good chance he dies. My only real hope here is that the Pegasus Knights are really weak. Man, I was hoping more of them would attack south, but now they're just... Martha's hogging all the glory. Okay, so they do less. It's still some, though. So I might need a couple more misses still. Oh, that one just didn't even attack. Why did that... That's so weird. Yeah. Small things like that. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to deal with this thief. Mars did live, though. Uh-oh. Oh, no, he's fine. He can cross the mountain enough. Goodbye, thief. Do not ransack the town. Okay. So this level is almost good already now, because Mars destroyed everybody. I need to heal him, though. And unfortunately, I don't, again, have tons of heals. I'm a little surprised they all went for Marth when it didn't seem like that's what they were doing at first. That first attack. Do I have another fortify? I still got plenty in this. I heard there's a funny strat in the next level that I'm gonna try to use. Oh, I just realized that's not a good idea because there's bow guys. No, so in the next level, there's 3 Gharnefs, and only one of them is real. And the real one is the one who can't be hit by anything but starlight. That one item I got that can hit everybody on the screen can reveal which one's the fake Gharnef immediately, or which one's the real Gharnef immediately. The only problem is it'll hurt everybody in the room, including my own guys, but then I can just use Fortify to heal the damage it does. Mobile being annoying again. Sorry to hear it. I kind of want Minerva to fight her brother at least once. They might have unique dialogue. Audio crackling again. Yeah, this is a little annoying. I could switch to 11 sword, but even that's still gonna... Oh, now they're attacking down here. Okay. Let's hope it's not too hard. Oh, shoot, I didn't know he had Gravitas. Actually, I hope I didn't mess up, because I actually just realized I could potentially still have put my guys in the range of the bowman. Yeah, that's definitely just a slightly different way to say the same name. So weird. I wonder why some of them were aggressive and some of them weren't. I'm gonna get rid of these bow guys, because A, they're gonna hold back my winged units from coming in, and B, they've got silver bows, so they can actually hurt a little more than some of the others. Alright, let's use Tiki. Now that I've buffed some of her stats, let's see how good she is. 20 damage twice. She just maxed out in speed. You got hit there? Was it him? Yeah, it wasn't even that bad though. She's got 20 defense too, so she's definitely a good unit now. I got over most of her weaknesses there, and that by giving her those stat boost items. Zane, when are you going to turn back into normal so I can put you as someone better? I wonder if this would have been better just to switch to 11 sword. Maybe I will. Ding. It's gonna take one more hit to get the silver. I'm gonna get the silver guy first. Well, doesn't really matter that much. I'll just do this. I think what's gonna happen. Oh, wrong person. Dang it! Not a huge deal, but it's gonna take a few hits to beat each of them. I'm gonna stay in the same spot. Right, yeah, a lot of them were names that you could already pretty easily, or like were already ones in Western names. They just had different, slightly different. There's always been different ways to, you know, spell them. Why do we need armies again when we have Barth? Good question. He's not completely OP yet, but that'll happen on the next level, or the one with the last secret shop. Because then I could just make Marth have 20 defense and max HP. Should be a little careful about reinforcements. I haven't looked at the map here today, but I think there might have been some. I am sad. It is going to be sad when I have to give up the spear, though. And he'll start actually using up durability. That'll make him slightly less OP. He got by the ball. The family comic where Frederick gets shot in the eye and it bounces off with no damage. Goodbye. I don't want to move too much up because this Dragoon can hit from the side. I don't know if they will, but just in case. Because if they can damage... Oh, reinforcements just popped in. So there are some reinforcements. Okay. Might move Marth back, actually. Just so that the other people can punish... Oh, there's just one dude, though. Actually, let's move up everyone up here a little bit more. Man, I wanted Tiki to fight that guy, but moved in just a spot where I can't easily do that. I don't even know if I'd call it gambling. He just beats him. It's not even a risk. He's just OP. I do want to heal him. I don't know how much they'll attack, though. Oh, the other people are fine. At this point, I'm not even that... Oh, hey, he's back to normal. I'm not even that concerned about HP anymore because... Or not HP, but experience. I can just use these stat boost items to do everything for me. But, I don't want to spend too much money on equipment, though, because I still want to upgrade. And some of the, I need to have enough funds to buy some of those later items. In the next secret shop. Close enough, though, to have a healer get him with a normal heal. Next turn. Wonder if all the reinforcements just come from inside there. I guess that would make sense. That's actually where Macedon's heart is. I don't think it's revealed in this game. I think it's revealed in expanded games. But, oh, another unit. Basically, what happened was that Macedon didn't want to side with Dolher. The king didn't, at least, and Minerva didn't as well. But there was some tension. I don't quite remember the details, but there's some tensions with his son, Minerva's brother, and Gharnef convinced his son that his sister was trying to steal the throne from him when she wasn't. So he killed his own dad to ascend to the throne quickly. And then sided with Dolher because of Gharnef's influence. We'll see how much of that is explained when I make Minerva fight him. At least Marth isn't Roy. Yeah, I've heard Roy is pretty bad. That one, I haven't played it yet, but we'll see. I've heard that a lot of that game is just trying to keep him alive. Oh my goodness, they're spawning actually a lot of units now. Rider's Bane, 3 damage. Tiki is nice and busted now. I don't know how aggressive actually he is. I should watch out for that in case he is aggressive. I could see him being non-aggressive, but I should double check. Everyone definitely could still use some defense buffs. Although I don't know if she can get past that point. If 20 truly is the maximum. Like, does the Divine Stone let it go past 20, or does it bring it to the limit? Move is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With a range of 2, so he's gonna hit anyone he goes here. She did get hit a little hard there, though, so I should still be a little careful. Also, I need to watch out for this bow guy. Oh wait, he hasn't actually been healed yet, has he? No, he did get healed. He's good. Oh, the dragons. Just remember they can go past this point, so I'll put Minerva here, and that should stop them from going that far into my side. Last thing I want is just for them to swoop in behind and kill some unsuspecting weak person. I'm probably gonna have Merrick take the light sphere, or no, is it Starlight? Whatever the name of the spell is that can hit Gharnef. I think he's probably my best bet. Either that or Boa, one or the other. Boa has high defense that Merrick doesn't have, but defense doesn't matter when you're fighting a mage. Resistance does. I should maybe pull Barrier out for that mission, actually. That could majorly help against fighting Gharnef, but I'm not sure how hard he's gonna be when you have his weakness. Bunch more reinforcements still. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Okay, they're not fighting Marth necessarily yet still, which is fine, I guess. My units are still pretty tough. I just hope I don't get overwhelmed without me realizing it. Is that the last spawn? Because that's all 6. I don't know. Depends on how long they keep spawning dudes in for. That is a lot of dudes. A lot of flying dudes now. And a bishop could be a problem. Definitely someone Marth should fight though because of his resistance. Anyone's particularly low in health? A little bit, but not much. A little bit, but not much. A little bit, but not much. Yeah, I should be fine. Actually, Martha's probably the one who's been hit the hardest. I think I'll hold the line defensively here. More dudes spawning in, man. How long are they going to have these reinforcements for? This is going to be a lot. No! Are you kidding me? I might have lost with that. They got a crit. That's so annoying. Okay, good. Hit someone else. I think this might be it for Marth. Marth might actually die. We were just talking about how OP he is. Are you kidding me? Random crit. Well, now we've seen a game over. Oh, Marth, for you to die here. Restore a game for most recent save? Man, that's so annoying. Well, the dreams of getting this done today have just crumbled a little bit. Come on. It's so frustrating. I love random crits that can kill you inexplicably when everything looks fine. I do need more defense. That's the one thing he needs. But that doesn't come for free. Here we go again. If I could cover up those spots, that would be really nice. Yeah, they still had another 3 or 4 turns that we're going to be spawning in. Well, I don't know if Warp Cheese is going to solve the problems, because those guys are going to spawn in all of those spots. And they still deal damage to Marth with those silver lances. I don't know if Warp Cheese is enough. I could beat the boss quickly, but I can't afford to do that because I need to get the item in the corner. I could maybe I can warp Marth in and then try to like get all my units into the actual town quick enough. But Marth might die. Let me try that this time. Guess I'll try some Warp Cheese, see if it works. Again, the issue is that, of course, my guy with Warp is super far away from Marth. The issue is that actually, let's take on the flying units. Get there quickly. Is that he barely survived that one turn where he was swarmed with by bad guys. It is not a foolproof. Martha's not invincible, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I also don't know if her brother's gonna attack here. I kind of wanted Minerva to fight her brother. See if there's unique dialogue. Be prepared for Marth to potentially die again, by the way. This strat may not work. If I can get everyone up there before they respawn, that'll be good, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. I'm hoping putting him on a building will help, because he can heal naturally there, and I think it gives him a decent environment advantage. Like, they're more likely to miss him while he's standing there. Of course, we still gotta get everyone up there, slowly but surely. I definitely feel like the hardest missions are the ones with a lot of enemies respawning in. I don't know if that's possible, Suji. He has too much strength at this point. I could try putting the rapier on him, though, and see if that helps. But I think he's gonna kill him anyway, honestly. Plus, half the problem is actually ranged people. Not all of the problems, though. Okay, that person didn't even attack. Wait, why are none of them attacking? This is really funny. Oh, interesting. Some of them are still coming out. What are they doing? This is really bizarre. Huh. Why are some of them choosing? Oh, one of the ones going out are the ones that can't hit. What happened there? That was so weird. Guess I'll keep fighting him. Does he get extra defense? No, see, they hit him still. Why did they not fight him? I do want them to, like, die, because... Gotta be watchful for this bow guy. I need to be able to get in there safely. I don't know, there's something I'm I don't know if I'd say exploiting, but there's something funky going on with their AI here, that's for sure. I'm a little concerned, actually. It may not go, this may not go as what I want it, or how I want it to go, because I need to block all of these buildings, not just these ones over here, to do well. See, she's just like, I don't use her because the enemies are too strong now. Maybe I should just bring one less person in. I don't know if they're protecting them from the boss, if they're protecting the boss. I've never seen their AI work quite that way before. Especially where they just wouldn't even attack like this, when they can indeed do... Oh, you know what? I should have had maybe a healer do physic on him. I didn't think about that. Because he did take damage from that guy. Oh, well. Could have just surrounded him there. Oh, shoot, he is attacking. Darn you, Minerva, I will not be put down. Now quake in terror before my wyvern knights. Okay, now they're hitting Marth. Great, he might die now, because I didn't heal him. What happened last turn? Marth is gonna die. After all that, I should have healed him. Well, missing now, finally. This is what I expected. I think they came out because they have Rider's Bane, so they see the horse knight or the horse riders to be one of their primary targets. Yeah, this is gonna hurt if he hits. Okay, good, he missed. This building is helping because it's giving them a less than likely chance of actually hitting. So they're missing a lot. Ooh, whoa, why do you have such a high... Oh, because they can't hit him. Oh, flying back. The problem here is that the boss is aggressive. That's not exactly what I wanted. Because I don't want Marth to kill the boss necessarily at this point. Or to kill, Michaelis. Because I kind of want... How do I want to do this? So I could Levin Sword, but then that kills Michaelis. Do I not care about unique dialogue? I'm just so curious. What it could be. Javelin. Javelin. Crackly audio. Javelin. Armor Slayer. The problem is, by the time I beat all of these guys, the respawns are going to start coming in. Which could cause problems. He's gotten through the worst of them now, actually, now that he's killed all the guys with silver spears. I'll maybe heal ones with fortified just to be safe, but Marth should be fine now that it's just bow or ranged people. Worst side is probably the guys with the silver bows, but even that's not too concerning. Where can this guy actually reach here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not that far. I wonder what was going on that first turn. Do they have some weird programming in them where they're not going to attack on turn 1? Or maybe it has to do with the boss. Like Suji was saying, maybe they have some sort of... If the boss hasn't attacked yet, then they won't in here or something. I don't know. It's really interesting. No idea why it happened the way it did. Kind of obnoxious that it's all these ranged dudes that are causing problems. All right. Yeah, and the problem here is going to be... I wonder if I could convince him to fly out from that position before seeing much else. Or, like, without beating out too many of them. Why not attack him? It's so annoying. Actually, I kind of like that they're all moving down, though. So now I might be able to bait just Michaelis. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's already in their range. Don't know if... Will he go for Minerva if he sees her? These people have 8 move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it should be fine. Actually, it's this guy I need to worry about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bummer. So anyone that wants to attack this guy is gonna get hit by, or can get hit by the bow guy. So let's see if I can just bait out him if I put her there. Probably wishful thinking, but let me see. Yeah, and this is, I'm a little worried about the reinforcements coming in from the right and them pulling out another random crit on me like that again, but. Let me wait and see. Tell me if there's no, well, you know what, let me just wait, I'm fine. Let me just figure it out myself. Although I guess it would be nice to know if there's nothing. But then if there is something, then it's obvious. Or then that, like, that is. Yeah, I don't know. You know what, just go ahead and tell me. Is there unique dialogue if she fights him? Then I can change Marth to 11 sword and wipe those guys out in a couple turns. There's no dialogue in the wiki. Oh, interesting. So probably not. I thought I saw that there was, but maybe they're just talking about the normal. Maybe I was reading about the normal dialogue. Ah, he does in his Shadow Dragon. Maybe that's what I was seeing. Okay, I might just switch Marth to 11 sword. So he's still fighting Marth. At some point, the reinforcements are going to start spawning in, annoyingly. I don't know if I've been fast enough. I should have switched to the 11 sword maybe sooner. Where do you think you're going? Nice. Faster they go, quicker it'll be for me. Do still have to get the thingamajiggy from the town, though. Super NES DE, thank you for the follow. Oh, I didn't actually finish him. If I bait a few of them out, honestly, that's okay. Let's put a couple guys up here. Although I gotta be careful if they start spawning in and attacking right away and hitting hard. I had someone who plays a lot of Game Boy Tetris comment on my revisited video. Apparently there's actually 3 rockets you can see in Game Mode A. One at 100, one at 150, and there is still one at 200. I'm inclined to believe him because it looked like his channel, he played a lot of Game Boy Tetris himself. I thought for some reason there was only 2 more points. I thought it was like 150, or 100 and 150, or 100 and 200. But that was a while ago now, so maybe I'm confused. It's not a big deal. I just remember being kind of confused about exactly how many points gave you what in those games and what sort of endings you did. Well, baited out one of them. The sooner I can get my team in here to start, yeah, I guess I could have given him the Levin sword, but it's fine. I forgot about the Levin sword, honestly. I was thinking about just the rapier. Levin sword ignores strength. No, we definitely talked about the Game Boy scoring. We didn't just talk about the NES version. I think we talked about some other ones too. We were still discussing what the points actually were going to be in that one, but... we definitely still talked about it, but again, it doesn't matter that much at this point. If anyone really feels a need to look through all my past streams, we can do that. Yeah, I don't recall saying there was 3 either. I seem to remember thinking it was just 2, but it's, again, not a big deal. Yeah, and for some reason I had it in my head, I think, that there was only a 100 and a 150. But I don't know what planted that seed, to be honest. Dude, can I actually have Minerva finish him off? I dealt with the bow guy, so I'm not as concerned anymore. Let's do it. Yeah, I know we talked about least amount, at least. Oh, shoot, she can't even finish him. Yeah, there was no dialogue. In the new Tetris? Which one? What are you talking about exactly? The N64 one. Isn't there also... was that where Tetrasphere was on too? Isn't there a game called Tetrasphere on the or the healer's trying to heal the boss, actually? There's a lot of Tetris variants throughout this. Well, goodbye, Michaelis. Hey, a free Draco shield. Well, should put that on Marth. Does he still have room for defense? Yeah, he does. I'll probably put that on Marth for now. Is it actually just called New Tetris? That's kind of a funny name. So I think a guy is gonna spawn here at the left. But I think it's gonna be just one should be fine. I think it's just a paladin or something. We should be good to start covering everything up. Then there's the next Tetris. All these funny names. Plus, of course, they even branded Puyo Puyo as a Tetris game, so I guess technically we have that too. That's gonna show up in the Pokemon. Did they make one Pokemon Puzzle League or 2? Didn't they make one for the Game Boy and one for the N64 or something like that? No, they did a Tetris, you're right, I got it confused again. Not Puyo Puyo, Panel de Pod. Right. I'm always getting them confused. What's like? Oh, it's like the new 3DS. Yeah, it's It's kind of interesting because it's the word, well, I don't know actually, because the word sheen is new in Japan and you see it used a lot. No, I'm not talking about Puyo Puyo Tetris either. I know that's another thing. I was talking about Pedal to Pod. I've heard Puyo Puyo Tetris is pretty fun though. I think I've heard good things about it. Yeah, Tetris Attack in Pokemon Puzzle League. Yeah, cover up the spots where they spawn in. Zane lost his... There's something funny to me about him, like, suddenly becoming normal. This is a little annoying, though, because I have to spend someone to get a healer on the spot. Well, no one spawned there, so the far right one should be fine. Is a professional Tetris player? I thought so, looking at their channel. Well, maybe not professional. I knew they were someone who took the game very seriously. How did I not beat that guy? I'm gonna be making my summary video on it, and I'll say the wrong thing in my script somewhere. Okay, things are looking good. Finally, I can start focusing on wrapping things up here. Oh, nice. I exposing the inner workings here. For some reason, I have a really bad habit of writing Donkey Kong as just Donkey. I don't know why I do it, but I do it all the time. So Suji's always having to correct me. Wouldn't be surprised if I still said Donkey Kong out loud if I was reading it. I've been messing around with some of my, like, contrast and white balancing settings. I've gotten rid of it in my camera, so I look a little less, the lighting looks a little less yellow than before. It's more accurate to how my room looks, but I don't know, what do people like more? The yellow lighting or the more white lighting? Like I said, I think the white is a little more accurate to how it is. I think it looks good right now. Yeah, this is kind of what I've settled on. Maybe my hair looks a little too dark. My hair looks almost black when it's just a dark brown. I look less evil on stream than in the summaries. Okay, we're good. Clogged up all the... reinforcements. The only thing now I kind of want to deal with is potentially restocking some of my weapons, depending on... like, you know how high everyone's weapons are. Okay, first things first, we do need to get this spell book. So Marth and this guy need to trade some items. I do need to make some room in Marth's inventory, though. I'll probably just give Tiki something. I was kind of surprised, too. You know what a big part of it was? It was putting him on a building because of the extra evasion boost he gets on the building. That helped a ton. You know, there's a chapter in this game that I didn't quite get it when I was looking at it, where it's the morality of the choice you make in that chapter is a little questionable. So basically, there was a chapter down when I was in the bottom right corner where we got surrounded by the enemy's army, and we retreated to the right to a small kingdom on the edge on a little kind of island, but I think it's connected with bridges. And this kingdom is a kingdom of Manicheets, and these Manicheets hate humans, so they've secluded themselves from the rest of the war, or from humanity. I think it's probably pretty questionable whether or not they're a very good nation to begin with, because it sounds like they hate humans so much that they keep them as slaves and stuff there. So maybe they, I don't know. It's No, it was before we met Bantu. It's where we found Bantu's Firestone. It's where we saw the first Manakete boss. But anyway, you essentially go there seeking asylum because you're trying to retreat from the enemy. And the Manakete ruler there gets mad that you trespassed on their land as a human and tries to fight back against you, and you just wipe them out. You were seeking asylum, they said no, and then you wipe them all out. You take out the king, and then you just leave the nation in probably a pretty chaotic state. I mean, I guess they did attack you when you went there, so it could be seen as self-defense, but the fact that you go to the king and beat him is kind of funny. I definitely was reading that. I was like, man, I could definitely see that that could have gone a lot better than it did. All right, let's give these items to Marth. Let me start thinking about what's... I might want to refresh my heals too, honestly. Let's take a look at what's in some of these shops. Okay, recovers and mends. I think I'll replenish those. Again, the question of, should I use my silver card? Probably, with all these items I want to buy. So I might have Paula be the shopkeeper here. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to assume that he was probably a pretty evil king, even if they were living in isolation. I saw a whole Reddit post of someone talking about how both Dolher and their kingdom are like two sides of the same coin, where they both hold resentment against humans, but showed in different ways, whereas Dolher wants to take over humans. Prianthe, I think it was called, completely like close themselves off from interacting with the rest of the world. Yeah, actually, I was thinking in Three Houses we'll see the theme again of Manaketes, or at least dragon people, being prejudiced against, and there being the results of that being some of what sparks the whole story in that game. A bow shop? Interesting. This better have some silver weapons. Just silver swords. That's not great. There's no silver lances here. It might still be fine in the end because... why does she only have a Worm Slayer? Yeah, in this game at least, that's how it is. That's why, if you remember, they talked about a war in the past with Medeus, the Dark Dragon, hating humanity, and that's why. I don't remember how much they explained in this, but he's been revived in this one. I don't remember how much is explained, but it was Gharnef that revived him. So those are the two main villains, are Gharnef the Mage, who was a disciple of this guy, actually. But then Gharnef drove him out of the kingdom in the desert, and now he rules it. Marth, you've done well to make it here. I am Goto. As instructed, you have brought me the Light Sphere and Star Sphere. I now grant you the only magic capable of countering Imhulu, Starlight. Take it and bring an end to the wickedness of Dark Pontifex Gharnef. So unfortunately, I have now lost the thing that gave Marth infinite items, which actually kind of stinks. Because that was really useful for warp cheesing. think I'm going to give him 2 silver swords to even make up for it. I think I'm going to give Starlight to Merrick. Let me double check some of their stats. Okay, I'm going to take the silver card. Actually, I'll take that Draco shield too. Give that one to Marth. Actually, Marth can come over and grab it himself. All right, let's start out by refreshing the healers' spells. So let me double check. Merrick has 14 speed and 31 HP, whereas Boa has 15 speed but only 22 HP. So it might. I should have given Merrick speed wings. And those are already gone now. I kind of neglected my stat boosting my mages when I should have. Should be fine still. You know what I should get out is Barrier for the next level. Barrier could help the person with Light Sphere fight against Gharnef. So that's something I should do. I definitely want Wendell to have a new healing staff. Keep Warp. I might give Merrick a new... No, I haven't been using Physic that much. I'll keep him with this Physic, even though it's not that much. It'll probably last him another chapter. Again, I am going to give him... I'm going to put Swarm away so I can pick up Starlight. I do want a new Mend. So I want a Mend and a Recover for them. Who's gonna need new silver swords? He needs the new spell, so I need to get him to put it away. Looked up Tiki's lore. Yeah, I'm trying to decide how much in the summary video I want to use extra game content to explain away some of the more uncertain, or things that are not in this game. Like, how much do I want to use that? Parthia is almost gone. I could recover it, but I don't know if I'll need to. Actually, I shouldn't be putting them up there. I should put them down here even. Because what I need is, I need everyone who's got low weapons to go get some silver swords. He's fine. I think I'll replace Siva's or Sita's silver lance with a silver sword. Minerva could probably use a new silver sword too, but I need to cover this for now. You're fine. Kane could definitely use a new silver sword. He's probably fine. You're fine too. So it's just actually Minerva at this point that also needs a silver sword, and then Marth needs some new ones too. Only thing that's really explained is that she's Manakee royalty. Yeah, there's a lot they add in future games, and I don't know how much of it was like they had decided on this game, they just didn't fit it into the game, and they just kept adding it in outside of game context, you know? Not sure. Okay, drop this. These guys I actually do want down here. And then again, for my summary video, how much do I want to explain? Because I feel like it's going to actually make you understand the story a lot better. If I at least explain some of the things, you know? Not that everyone needs to have a complete understanding of the story, but I think it's... I actually do think it's interesting. It just doesn't... The game itself is a little bit... Because it's limited hardware and stuff like that, it's not always super clear what's going on. And especially if you don't understand like where the nations are and what the nations are, it can be a little hard to keep track of exactly everything. All right, you're gonna buy a Mend and a Recover. Yeah, she is one of the more reoccurring ones. So yeah, maybe I will talk about her a little more. Amend and a recover. Merrick needs to go to the convoy. If there's a better, well, I said it was fine, but maybe I should. There's only a few missions left, so maybe I should just swap out his physic for a new one. I am running a little low on storage. A lot of the stuff I don't really need, so I could drop it if I really wanted to. What the heck was Pachyderm again? I don't even remember. I have a speed ring? I was just talking about how I wanted Merrick to have this. I kind of remember now. I couldn't decide on who to give it to. Merrick wasn't even one of the candidates, but I'll give it to him now. I do have a fresh silver sword in here, so one of my party members can just grab that. I said party members. That's not really quite what they call it. Oh, I actually have a decent warp in here. I could have used, or I mean, recover in here. I could have used that, but it's too late. I already bought him. What am I looking for again, though, for him? A physic. There we go. Here's a much better one. Okay. I've always kind of wished they maybe added someone like Tiki to Smash, because she's a reoccurring Smash character, as opposed to like one of the lords from the latest game. I get why they add a new lord, because they're one of the most relevant ones, but Tiki's actually a recurring character. I think that would actually represent a different type of Fire Emblem character than just a swords fighter lord. I actually realized something really interesting about all the Fire Emblem characters in Smash Bros. The other day. Well, at least I think it's interesting. Probably not everyone cares. But all 4 of the fighters with the Marth moveset, so Chrom, Lucina, Marth, and Roy, are all lords in their respective games. Whereas all the fighters with unique movesets, Corrin, Ike, Byleth, and who's the last one? Corrin, Ike, Byleth, and Robin are all totally different classes in their original game. The only real exception is that Ike can become a lord when he classes up in Path of Radiance, but in Radiant Dawn, he's a hero / Vanguard, and he starts off as not as a lord at all. He starts off as a ranger. So, not that it justifies 4 characters all having the same movesets, but it is funny that they're all the same class in their respective games. All 4 of the ones with the same moveset. So in a weird way, it's actually accurate. Okay. That's true. It would be hard to implement Tiki because of how the way they fight is turning into a dragon. Another kind of interesting one I've seen people suggest is Anna, the reoccurring shopkeeper. Because she's a reoccurring character too, and you could do anything with her, anything Fire Emblem related, any sort of weapons and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, Robin is a tactician / grandmaster. I think Corrin is prince / princess into noble. I find it kind of funny that they become noble after princess. Isn't that a step down? Byleth starts as a commoner, but his / her main class is enlightened one. Buy 1. I am getting a little lower on funds than I would like doing this, but it's necessary. Maybe the next level will have a little bit more funds. I don't know. Or one of the upcoming levels will. Yeah, he did put in Steven Villager. That's true. Doesn't mean you have a noble spirit. Oh man, the audio is still bad. Wait, what did I just select? Okay, Marth can start going towards the throne. And with this, Macedon has been conquered. Oh wait, there's still a boss, I forgot. I left a boss chilling down here. What does he have? A javelin. Tempted to make my bow guy just shoot him, but I'll probably have Marth just deal with him. Maybe if he doesn't right away, someone else can. Actually, the whole reason why we have 4 fighters with the same moveset to begin with is largely due to the fact that they wanted to have, you know, everyone in the game. So they had Roy as the Marth clone, and then they switched it to Lucina as the Marth clone. But then when they had everyone, they put both in. And then Chrom, I guess, is a bit of an exception. They were just like, well, let's just make a Roy Echo. Because everyone wanted Chrom when he was rejected from the last one. Well, everyone, as in fans of the series. I actually have a theory that Chrom was they actually said they were designing Chrom in Smash 4, and my theory is that Chrom was gonna fight like he does now, but then when they decided to make Roy a DLC, they just slapped Chrom's moveset onto him that they were working on. And then that's why Chrom was an echo of Roy, because Roy was actually based on Chrom's moveset initially. That's just my theory, though. I have no actual backing of that idea. Because they said they were thinking about using Chrom at first, but couldn't find a way to make him unique, or something along those lines. Yeah, I think initially they were thinking about using him. And that would explain why he ended up being so similar to Roy in the end, was because they were actually going to use his moveset. But that's strictly my speculation. I have no idea what actually happened. I need to put the silver card in here. And Naga was one of the 3 ancient dragons, right? There was Naga, Salamander, and who was the last one? Salamander is the one that those guys from the right island I was talking about, the secluded ones, are from the Salamander clan. Who was the last dragon? I don't remember. Was that Basilisk? And if it is, I think Basilisk descendant was the guy who killed your mom. When I went to take back when Marth went back to take his kingdom. But I don't remember what the 3rd dragon was. There was 3 dragons that kept each other in check. Naga, Salamander, and one other. I don't remember what it was. They talked about it in one of the chapters. He told me the story of the ancient dragons. But I don't quite remember how it went. It was kind of random. He's like, let me tell you the story. Alright. Goodbye. Wonder why that was the... this would level up Paula, but I never gave her any experience because she's too weak to get any. I'll take it just in case I ever have enough, but I probably won't, honestly. Bantu wasn't one of the original 3 great dragons. He might be a descendant of one of them, but the 3 dragons are not, I don't think, are characters in this. The 3 super-powered ancient dragons. Oh, it might have been Bantu that told the story. It might have been, yeah. I don't remember. I'll have to look back at it. It was after one of the chapters, the one where you were running down south, that Minerva was like, I don't like what you're doing. All right. So there's the tactician right there. I always wonder, I never realized, I thought this was just someone at the castles, but he's actually like a character. He has a name and everything. It might have even been him that told the story, for all I know. Prince, we have discovered the location of Thebes. Or Thebes. Whatever it is. So this is where Gharnef is located. Far north of Macedon in the desert of Mormathod lies the city of Illusion. None who have entered Thebes have returned. Or so it is said. Prince, what should we do? Yeah, so we tried to find it earlier, but we couldn't find where Gharnef went. Medeus, in order to retrieve Falchion and save my sister, we must step boldly into danger. Gharnef, I vow to liberate the beauteous land you despoil. So, this is the one part in the game where the map making is a little hokey, or the map traversal. So, remember how I said right now, we're down here? We are suddenly going to make our way all the way up to here. How do I have expand from center turned on? It is the one time we're going to traverse, like, a ton of ground between chapters. That's where Gharnef is located. Yeah, and it's in the desert that I fought in. This was the desert I fought in earlier, was up here. We knew Gharnef was somewhere up here, we just didn't know exactly where he was. So we're moving from down here, all the way up here, and then we're going to move back and attack Dolher. I should have had this map ready to go beforehand. That would have been helpful, huh? So now we're suddenly in the desert. We've traveled across the continent. Well, maybe not quite across the continent, but we've traveled very far. Usually these inside ones, you don't get quite as many units. Let's see how much am I... Yeah, I don't get everyone at all. Gotta pick and choose a few of them. I don't know if I need George for a mission like this. A lot of mages, which is kind of tough. Well, I'm not in the desert. I'm in the fortress. Here's the desert out behind me. Oh, you actually found some footage of Block Fever, as in, like, the arcade Block Fever? So I'm gonna get rid of George. I do need Julian. I like everyone else, but I kind of want Tiki. Do I ditch Minerva? Poor Minerva. Do I ditch Minerva, or is there a better person to ditch? I don't think so. Oh no, wait, we're good, we're good, we're good. Well, if I haven't seen it yet, I'd like to see it. It's not that it's new news, it's that I want to see it. It is different from the home version, though. Interesting. But yeah, I haven't seen footage of it, and if he just found it for the first time, I don't know. You don't gotta be quite so dismissive of it, I guess. There's actually 2 versions of it. Interesting. Oh wait, I can still hold one more. What the heck? Where did that happen? I can have Zane, but he's max level. I don't need him. I'm not gonna have him. All right. So there's like a funny cheese thing I can do here at the start. Color and resolution are different. So you finally arrived, young prince. I have been waiting for you. That's Gharnef, by the way. We've seen him once before. Yes, I have waited, and once I am ready to strike... Oh, no, I'm sorry. And I am ready to strike. Once you are dead, this world is mine. And I need not fear Medeus at all. Oh, shoot. So he's planning on betraying Medeus. With Falchion and Imhulu in my grasp, none can oppose me. Not even that dragon. You have journeyed far just to meet in combat, but can you find the real me? If you cannot, Falchion will never be yours. So part of what's interesting here is that there's a bunch of fake Gharnefs. Where are they? And I have to use Starlight to beat him. There's a Gharnef here. A Gharnef here. A Gharnef here. Oh, it's just the 3 of them? No, Gharnef here. Do they teleport or something? I can't remember. The picture's just wrong. Interesting. So one thing I can do... I'm gonna wait a little bit first before I do it, though. Because you can actually figure out which one's the real Gharnef pretty easily. Let's just go, I guess. Oh, I already did go. There's some chests up here, though, so we might as well see what's up here. We got a thief coming. Got a bunch of mages. They're gonna be annoying because I don't have the resistance yet. Is there something behind the throne room? This isn't the chapter with the other secret shop, is it? Let me look at this real quick. So one thing that's interesting about this mission is that, you don't have to beat Gharnef. To win, but you don't get Falchion if you don't beat Gharnef. Are there any shops here? What's the point? Oh, there is a secret shop. Ah, so this is a secret shop, but it only has upgrade items, which I don't really need. So, like, a bunch of... I can buy as many upgrades as I need. I could warp, but I would need to warp, like, multiple people, because Gharnef... I can't hit Gharnef. So I don't know if I want to just rush this one. And I think they might move too after a turn. Let me see. I might be thinking of the DS version though. Let's move a little bit. I could always warp like multiple people. The problem is, like I said, I need my mage to actually defeat Gharnef. Oh, I never grabbed a barrier. I was totally gonna do that too, and I forgot. So I'm gonna put away your swarm for now. Because I want Merrick to have a resistance when he fights. Gharnef. Damn me the footage. Okay, I'll take a look at it. I would love to see. That's like the last one we really need dumped, as far as I can tell. Maybe Nintendo has something else hidden, but it's the last one that can be played. That isn't playable. What am I doing? I want a barrier. Uh-oh, is the shop full? Where the heck, where's my barrier? I know I have one. Eh? Where the heck is barrier? Do I not have a barrier? What the heck happened to my barrier? Huh. Guess that's all. Does he still have barrier? What happened to it? I didn't drop it, did I? That's weird. I couldn't find it anywhere, though. It is a space battleship. Yeah, I know. It's just no one's done it yet. What's the estimate to beat this game? Either today or the next stream. I'm getting really close. I've got 3 chapters left. I plan on kind of cheesing at least the final chapter 2, actually. I'm honestly not sure if all of those Nintendo machines are still like, are there any that aren't falling apart? Some of those I wouldn't be surprised if they're just gone. Yeah, that's my question, Suji. I bet you could find maybe some of them, but like, I heard the EVR games were like really poorly made. It broke down super easily. So I wouldn't be surprised if those were just gone. Yeah, the Gharnefs aren't teleporting around. Interesting. I should probably have Marth fight the mages because of his resistance. Oh, so like Test Driver, Skyhawk, those are out there somewhere? Be cool if they were actually in the museum. Nintendo tracked some of them down. Again, if they exist, though. I'm not even sure they all do. But that would be cool. Wonder how much is actually going to be playable in the museum, though. Or if it's just going to all be to look at and ooh and awe at. If they make everything playable, that could get... Those could wear down too easily. Let's see that being an issue. Weird, I don't, let me double check one last time. Did I drop barrier? Because if I did, that was stupid of me. Maybe I thought I'd get the resistance, but I kind of need it for this level. Yeah, I'm not seeing them. Bummer. I'll just take out the extra warp. Boo, boo. Wonder if they actually did any more. Because isn't, like, has anyone even talked about EVR baseball? Because I remember I've seen a flyer of it, and that's like it. I wonder if they did anything else. Wild Gunman, that video was actually, the one that I used in my video is actually pretty old. I wonder if that one's still standing. I do not need door keys. I guess my team will mostly move here. Martha's just gonna fight a bunch of mages here first. Yeah, there were variations of the racing one, but that's not the same as the baseball one, is it? Or is that just another variation? No, because that's not a race. Back to the Future Wild Gunman was still around. That wasn't even like the right Wild. There was like that Wild Gunman was a little bit strange. I still find it funny that that's what, at least I think it was Miyamoto, considers their first game was EVR Race, when I definitely feel like those weren't actually that gamey, and there was definitely ones that were more so before it. What are you doing back there still? He's the one with the warps. That's not one of the Gharnefs, is it? I seem to remember on the in Shadow Dragon, I think they like teleport around more. The Gharnefs like go to different spots on the map. Yeah, I guess I just wonder why is that one a video game and not the original Wild Gunman arcade game. Wow, the thief hits hard. What the heck? Yeah, it's kind of a weird case, exactly what it did. It's definitely this kind of in-between area. How did it display it? I mean, you could argue that anything in essence is a type of video format. It's all like when you think of a disc game or something, you know. I don't know. It's just a weird area. That's what you would count. Yeah, I think you could make a case for different ones. I certainly think you could count those as the first. Oops. Dang it. I didn't actually want to do that. I don't have that much storage left. Yeah, I guess if you were to go... I think you could make a case that Color TV Game was their actual first video game then. Well, is that the definition of a video game, for one? I don't know. And then two, is that not what like Wild Gunman used? Was that actual just film? With the eyes flashing and it was all a timer thing? Mechanisms? I don't know. I don't know the inside of how Wild Gunman worked. I guess what makes EVR Race different than Wild Gunman in the end? Other than, you know, you could say it was EVR film, but I want to know a little more details. Hey, a little bit more cash. That's nice. Was EVR not mechanical then? Because if all you're doing is betting on different races, how is that any different? I guess I'm just trying to pinpoint exactly what makes EVR Race a video game, but Wild Gunman not. Another talisman. Oh, you know what? I can give that to Merrick. Do I want to, though? Is that a waste? It might be worthwhile if he's gonna fight Gharnef. Honestly. It was semi-mechanical and semi-digital. What part was digital about it? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We're good. Yeah, I think you can make a case for a few different points. It all comes down to just how we want to exactly define things, too. Alright, I'd love to take out all three of these guys at once. We'll see if I can do it. Does the video feed itself... I mean, I guess we don't really totally know how it works either. I guess I'm just not understanding why they couldn't have just made the video signal... This could be bad, actually, here. Why they couldn't have just made... Hold on. I want to actually win this fight. This bow guy could mess me up. Speed is 16 with a silver sword. Speed is 18 with a silver lance. Speed is 17. Ugh. Speed is 12. Okay, this is what I want. Like, I guess we don't know unless we look at it. I don't see why they couldn't have just made EVR race be... You mechanically bet, and then the... Oh, shoot. Okay, no, actually, I think this is still fine. Also, he only went once. I thought he would go twice. I'm just a little worried about the bow person shooting Sita. Who did take some heavy damage, actually. Maybe I should fortify. Just in case. Hello, G&B Studios. I'm getting close to being done with this one. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting close. Either today or tomorrow. Might even play a little longer today just to finish it, honestly. I think I am just gonna give Merrick the resistance. I'd be tempted to give it to Tiki. So I feel like she might be a good idea to throw at the final boss. But maybe I can just buy her another one. So we're gonna have, that's gonna become available. You've been gone the past streams and I'm still on Fire Emblem? Yup. But it's now the second longest game. It was both of Intelligent Systems tactical RPGs. Actually, this could be bad too. Oh no, I fortified. We're still fine. As long as this hero doesn't actually kill this guy, or he doesn't kill the hero, then we're good. Guys, Sita might die. Oh, he chose to fight Abel instead. Thank goodness. Phew. Maybe Sita has enough defense. Looks like they made the Mario Maker 2 engine. Interesting. I mean, it's based on the Game Boy Advance game. So I would have thought maybe they just did an upgraded version of that. I haven't actually looked too much at it, though. Admittedly. Nintendo actually has a lot of interlap between their engines. They, like, I think a lot of their 2D games are based on a similar engine. A lot of their 3D games are, like, growths from it. Like, they're not exactly the same, but a lot of them have a lot of, a lot of them are based on the same few engines, if I remember correctly. They could, but they didn't. They used an EVR tape for some reason. It was novel for the time, basically a film reel that could be played in television. I guess I'm not quite understanding what an EVR tape is then. What is it that it does that's interactive? That's digital. Like, what makes it not just a type of film reel? Boom. All right, let's figure out which one the real one is. Let's hurt everybody a little bit. What tremendous power. So now everyone's got hurt. No, they didn't? Did they change it in this game? I guess it only hurts the enemies. So this Gharnef is fake. This Gharnef is fake. This Gharnef is fake. What? Was that strategy just from the Game Boy one? Or not the Game Boy, the DS one? Are they all... Does this Geosphere actually hurt Gharnef? Dang. That's a change I think they made. In Shadow Dragon, they made it so that you can't hurt Gharnef that way. That's funny. Oh, so it's just that it's a type of digital disc? I don't know if that's what would make it a video game in my mind. I don't know if the use of digital signals alone would be what I would call... Man, this is annoying. What makes a game? Or what would make... Like, I guess I don't see... But I guess if that's how they differentiated it back in the day, was the advent of digital signals. I'm gonna give you physics for now. Take it back by the end, though. I guess I just don't really see why that difference is necessarily what makes something a video game or not. Yeah, exactly. Mechanically, Wild Gunman feels more like a game from a like how it actually feels to play standpoint. Although again, I think the argument that none of those count is also very fair too. And it's not until you get something like a color TV game. It's just all, we're talking about when video games were first starting to exist and what technically from the previous medium was the actual switching point. It ultimately, I don't think matters a ton. Because it was all just kind of a unique time period, you know? That's why I still wanted to kind of mention all of it. But I guess, you know, at what point is it a toy? You know, is the projector that has a duck on the screen any different than the Wild Gunman arcade machine? Yeah, I remember hearing there's actually some, like, when you look at older things, people made games before they actually started selling them. Like, there was a really old tic-tac-toe electronic thing. Whoa, a bunch of mages just spawned. That's a lot of mages. There was like people programmed a Pong game on a oscilloscope. I guess it does matter when it comes to what I would need to play, but at least I'm fortunate enough in that none of them can be played, so it doesn't really matter. Checkers was the first video game? I thought it was tic-tac-toe. I think I'd still go back and play the laser clay shooting system, honestly. I'd be more inclusive, just for the sake of, completeness. If I had to make a choice. Interesting. Tic-tac-toe would have been what I would have guessed, because it's an easier one. Right, you know, is it actually a video game or not? That whole debate. But yeah, I think I would be more inclusive. Honestly, if I'm being real with you, I would think it'd be cool to even play all of Nintendo's toys. Just as a cool, like, historical thing, but those are so hard to get. Like, playing with an original Nintendo card deck, playing all the toys they sold. I think that would be really cool. Obviously, those aren't really video games, but I still think it'd be a really interesting look at Nintendo's, like, history with games in general. What game would I play? Isn't Hanafuda an actual game? That's what I seem to remember someone saying recently when I was looking at Clubhouse games. Only you can buy every Nintendo game on the Switch. I don't think I want to play every Nintendo game. Oh, well. Oh, no, you mean just Nintendo published games? So I think I'm going to be able to have all those. I have the limited ones. Oh, I guess I don't have Mario 35. Have people made fan servers of that one yet? Do. Oh, there is one? I forgot already. Look, I'm sorry. There's a lot of Nintendo games, okay? It's hard to remember every detail. I'm gonna have Marth fight these mages again just because he's better at it. So I still have no idea which Gharnef is the real one. Dude, this morning, I had my window open. And man, the guys working on the apartment that they're fixing from that fire was like, they were so loud. Woke me up this morning. Do I have room in my convoy? I better have room in my convoy. Oh, you know what? I'll just give... when I use the talisman, he'll have the extra space. Yeah, that's what he was... That's why we're... That's the one I was thinking of, actually, was that tic-tac-toe game. They just walk in front of him. I mean, what is a video signal but a bunch of light bulbs? I've been a little facetious, of course. They actually used light bulbs. That's kind of funny. I'm gonna guess by that argument, though, any toy that involved lights is technically a video game, which is not what we mean. Really, everything is just physics. There's no distinction at all. Yeah, it definitely is just a semantics thing. And especially like I was saying before, once you get into that gray area of where things were like transitioning from non-video to video to digital to film, it's all kind of gray. You know, you can probably guess this. Well, no, you don't know where I live. So I worked before, the job I had before I quit was a company that made oscilloscopes. And while we're on the topic of old tech, you see the company I worked for, did he just get a crit? The company I worked for, you see their stuff in movies, but it's always their old stuff, so because it looks like these really old, massive machines and stuff like that. So it was kind of funny. You never see their new tech in movies, but you see all their old tech because it looks cool and like old, massive technology. Yeah, it's always sad when you get a crit and they got like no HP left. I actually want to be slightly careful here. It's probably fine. Just a little scared what Mage is gonna do. They reach Boa. Oh, he just has Thunder. He'll be fine. Well, I don't think they're the really old ones. Well, maybe, actually. The new ones are expensive. That's probably part of it, too. But it's just the context they're often used for is to make an old machiney place, or like an old technology, make it look like old, massive technology is where they're often used. I knew this would happen. This is just Thunder, though, so we should be fine. Well, losing my Silver Sword. I'm so sad I lost the Star Sphere. They reprogrammed the tech to hook up to a flat screen TV. You can push a button, it's just a video of a rocket going to space. Yeah, the new ones have OS built in. We made Linux and Windows variants. Yeah, honestly, that's still a debate when you look at like visual novels and stuff like that, and how non-gamey those can actually be. Like, you can envision a visual novel with absolutely zero player input. And at that point, or you just push A to move a dialogue box. Is that even a game? I'm not so sure. Alright, we need to get Merrick up here. Hey, a barrier. There was some stuff they didn't let you see. We always made fun of Suji because he went to work over an internship at a government place. And we were all saying he was working at Area 51 because there was stuff he wasn't allowed to share. Martha actually got to keep the barrier too. Oh, you didn't have anything you couldn't share, but there was stuff they couldn't show you, right? Something like that? Yeah, you weren't allowed to see it a lot yourself. Did they drive you in with a bag over your head? We always over-exaggerated everything, too. They drove him in every morning with the bag on his head so he couldn't see where he was. Yeah, but there's no doubt, there's definitely more gameplay in a game like Last of Us than in a visual novel where all you do is push A. It's just where do you draw the line, you know? Like, can you imagine, like, I don't know, think about, what was that movie? The movie that had multiple endings. The Clue movie. Had multiple endings. And on the DVD, you could select which ending you would see. Does that count as a visual novel because there's a choice? I mean, probably not, but where do you draw the line? Yeah, I just don't, that's kind of what I'm getting at, is that it's a gray area. A bit. You're moving into kind of a weird area. One time you were being brought to a building, when they pulled out something, announced it was... Announced the whole building on a loudspeaker, one uncleared in the building. It was you? And, oh, when you came into a building, they announced that you were coming in. And you were uncleared. I just realized these guys cast Fortify and healed them all, didn't he? Alright, are you the real Gharnef? Nope. Bomp womp, it was a fake. Are you the real Gharnef? Oh, it's the real Gharnef. Here we go. I hope Merrick is good enough. Starlight. Okay, I dodged. The only problem is the mage is gonna heal. I should have thought of this closer. Maybe if he attacks Merrick first. He didn't. He didn't use Fortify. Okay, we're good. Gharnef! Your trickery ends here. Oh, wait! I should have showed this move off. Dang. I'm kind of sad now. Alright, I'm gonna actually cheat just this once. Starlight, I am undone. Know this, young prince. You may have the strength to best me, but Medeus? Ha! I will await you in hell. Gharnef was holding falchion. Alright, we're gonna pretend, let's all close our eyes for a second. Alright, we just started this turn. I want to see Starlight. So I'm going to turn on the animations. Well, never mind. I don't want to go into it too much. Talking about the place hell and not as a swear is a little bit different. Let's see Starlight. It's just a bunch of sprinkles. Even a job where you couldn't share info, but it was more mundane. I'm pretty sure Suji's was honestly pretty mundane in the end, too. That was considerably... I know, I was expecting some, like, crazy cool spell. I guess we just take the throne now. Well, actually, let's get Marth Falchion. Is there anyone... And then someone has his physic that I want to get back to Merrick, too. The problem is... I have so much extra inventory space. I don't even know if I need to kill the fake ones. I can just take the throne. Well, I guess there's the guy sitting on the throne. Oh, there's my barrier! Tiki was holding it. I was wondering where it went. Oh, that's true. It is sitting on. To get the, I had to get at least one more fake Gharnef taken out. Oh! Why did you have to do that? It gave me a heart attack. Bishop's ring. I don't think he'll do it, but I'm just gonna fortify just in case. I don't think that other mage is gonna attack Marth, but imagine if Marth didn't have the resistance buff there. He would have been dead. Wow. What the heck? Why is... Oh, that's the secret shop. That's right. Oh, that scared me. I was like, why are you attacking Marth? Kind of weird, actually. Can I still use Starlight? I can. Pew. Last fake Gharnef taken out. I guess I beat them all after all. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Need Tiki to get up there. That sweet critical hit sound. That's actually the same sound that plays in Marth and Lucina's Final Smash, if you didn't know. Actually, I think it plays in Roy's as well. And you don't even like programming all that much, right? Even though I feel like you do it all the time anyway. Alright, let's give you barrier. Now Tiki has both barriers. Let's give Marth Falchion, which I think does have limited uses. Falchion or Falchion. I think I've heard both. Oh no, it has unlimited uses? Oh, Marth is good again. I want to give you back the physic. Let's see if it looks any different. Probably not, but that's just, I want to double check. Do I still have animations on? I think I do, right? So there is a secret shop back here on this square, but I don't actually care about it. Or did I turn the animations off? Might have done it already. I did. Okay. Let's test out Falchion. Ooh, infinite uses, baby. Oh, look at the sparkles! Boom. I gotta watch it every time. And this is why we turn animations off. Why is it making my screen flash? Is that supposed to be it being, like, fancy? Actually, does this thing have range, too? Oh, shoot, another Fortify? That's actually really good. I almost want to grab it now. Maybe next mission I'll have some time to rearrange some inventory. Yeah, it has promote items, but I don't really care. I don't need any more. The only one who I'd maybe upgrade is Paula, and she doesn't need it. So can I? No, it only has one range. Bummer. All right, time to sit on the throne. Oh, Marth, I have missed you so. Look at how you've grown. Father would be so proud. So I think this is Marth's sister. Elise. She helped Marth escape the castle. Elise, I'm glad to see you're safe. After I'd heard that Gharnef had taken you, I was so worried. Gharnef kidnapped me to secure the spell of revival, that Goto gave me. Okay. There is a temple in southern Dolhur where this staff could be used to revive an ally. There's one precious to you who has lost their life. Let's travel to Dolhur and revive them. Oh, there's a way to revive people? Well, I haven't lost anybody. Dang it, I should have let someone die that one time so I could revive them later. Here it is, the second to last mission. So Elise is a level 4 cure rate. That's pretty sad. I think she gets the revival staff though. I might put her in just to like potentially use it if something happens so we can see it. I could like make someone die on purpose just so we could see it. All right, we got some shops up there. Bunch of dragons. I think Falchion is really good against dragons, so Martha's gonna be a dragon slayer now. I'm guessing, I don't know what that is, but I'm guessing this is the chest that has the staff she's talking about that can revive. Where's the secret shop here? I do want this one, because this one I can turn Martha into like actual just perfect unit. Let's see. So I'm gonna look at the map again. Basically, we now have gone from here all the way back down to here. So that's where this level is, in the mountains. That's why there are mountains everywhere. Where the heck is the secret shop? Secret shop is located to the southwest in the lone plain tile surrounded by mountains. Okay, right there. So another job for Sita, probably. The thing I'm most worried about with the editing for this one is going to be having to work around me going to the home menu of my Switch all the time. I'm worried I've done it in too many story moments. I guess I could just totally cut it out, in theory. My face might shift slightly, but it should be fine. Alright, let's go. The Dragonkin Realm. Dulhur, a land veiled in mystery, the kingdom of Manicheets. Our story began with the revival of Medeus, the Earth Dragon, here in this realm. The land of Arcanea has a long history of war, of tragic tales that are born and then fade. As time passes on, Medeus' ambition for a world controlled by Manicheets is threatened. Marth and his army at last draw near to the end of their long march. I don't think this is quite him yet, though. Nope, it's Zemcel. Another Manicheet. I did it right when I did that move that hurt everyone. Yeah, I kind of realized that after I already had pushed it. I'm like tempted to warp Marth just to get easy kills, but he doesn't have perfect defense yet. So I don't know if that's a good idea. I might just have to wipe everyone out. What are the reinforcements like on this chapter? Yes, I know I'm cheating. Oh, 3 turns 11 through 35. I definitely need to cover up all the forts in this. So a big... Are they gonna appear in here? The 3 Manicheets with Firestones from the southern forts. What are the southern forts? 1 Manicheet, 1 hero, 1 bishop, and 1... Oh, so they do appear here as well? Ew. Okay, so these are the southern forts he's talking about. These are the ones that spawn enemies first. Man, maybe I should just warp Marth. I might just do that. We'll see how it goes again. Just because I want to deal with them quickly. And get the places covered. It's going to be really annoying, though, to upgrade people then. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just focus on Marth and just have him cheese the final boss. Maybe Tiki, too. Because Tiki's Divine Stone is good against dragons as well. So I think she might be a good candidate to help Marth fight the final boss. All right, who's the guy with warp? I think it's Wendell. Can my Wyvern Knights actually cross the mountain here too? It's not going to cover all three, but it'll cover a lot of them. Ah, they can. Well, I might keep them ready to fill in down here. Falchion. Oh, I still have animations on. Whoops. Boom. What? Only 8? This guy's tough. I thought this was good against dragons. Is it not? Does he just have that much defense? Maybe he does. Yeesh. Just because this is the first turn where he's probably going to get hit the hardest. Let's heal Marth up. Wait, actually, let's turn off animations before I forget. Tempted to teleport Tiki in there, too. Maybe I should, because then she can help fight the dragon, and that's the last of the... Then I have 4 people on the forts, too. Well, including Marth, which is maybe not what I want to do, now that I think about it. What am I doing? Turning animations off. Still want to get people over there because we do need to cover the other fort still, too. Yeah, I might teleport Tiki down there, too, actually. Actually, you know what I can also do? Someone can cross these mountains. Right here in the middle. I could bring Julian down there to replace Marth's spot eventually. Big thing I need to worry about before sending the Manicheats in is dealing with the bow guys. Actually, maybe it'd be better to send Navarre through the mountains than Julian. So he can do it too. Let's heal Marth. We have Elise here as a lone little healer. Can't believe they could have at least made her a bishop instead of a curate, you know? Actually make her worthwhile. Alright, let's see how this first turn goes. Maybe Falchion isn't as OP as I was thinking it might be. Could just be the boss, though. And he's gonna heal, too, because of that spot. What? I thought I turned animations off. Excuse me, game. Now I gotta go through a whole enemy turn with them. Oh! Crit. Goodbye. Maybe I don't send Tiki down there. I don't know. Mages up here is fine. It's almost like I want to use Merrick on him now because he's got that resistance. Dang, now we're gonna have to watch through more Falchion animations. Missed. Gharnef did drop a bishop ring, but Elise can't even use it yet. She's not high enough level if that's what you're getting at. Unless they don't have the 10-turn limit in this version. Is he trying to go up and fight Navarre? Or the 10 level 10 requirement? I thought does this not have the level 10 requirement? Where are you going? I don't think there's any towns here. Oh, there's the chest. Are you seriously trying to steal the thingamabob? The doohickey? What? Animations were off. Why did I see that? Huh? Do they force you to see Falchion? I think they might force you to see Falchion. Really need to deal with these bow guys. Sparkles. I think they just force you to see this now. They force animations on whenever Marth is in play with the Falchion. They're canonically religious. Interesting. Divine Stone. Whoa, that's way better than his Falchion. Holy moly, Tiki is the Dragon Slayer. I'm gonna definitely want to use her on the final boss then. The Archer's the big problem now. I'd still have Julian Cross eventually. Oh, I see what you mean, because the secondary class is all Bishop. Well, Bishop could mean something very different, I guess, in this world. It's not like the religions are the same. Often the dragons in these games are what they consider as divinity in the Fire Emblem universe. Not the Manicheets, but the actual... Well, maybe they are Manicheets. I don't know. I'm not sure where Manicheet begins and Dragon ends. And Dragon, like, Super Dragon. When does Grima first appear? I don't remember. Because Naga's actually in Awakening, and so is Grima. But is Grima actually one of the dragons, too? Did it change names? Let me look. This is kind of annoying. Oh, no, you did go for her. Interesting. Dang it. Bummer. Whoa, why is there a dragon fighting Hardin? Did I let them get close to dudes without even realizing it? No, I don't know if Grima is mentioned in, or like, is in any of these older ones at all. Ow. Shoot, man, I gotta deal with that thief. I might have to send Marth out. Better not miss. Okay, good. Coming for you, thief. Hopefully Tiki is good enough here. Might use another physic. Yeah, I am getting kind of close to the monsters. Hardin destroyed him yet, though. Not really what I expected. Guess that strength buff I've gave to everybody has helped. Mannequins were the dragons, I think, but now I think there's only like the big three that are still sane. Well, there's other Manicheets. I wouldn't say that they're insane. Why are you coming up here, by the way? I gotta look at what it's talked about, the dialogue it had about the big dragons, the big three. I don't really remember. Hey, you're bowing on mist. Getting this to this video, or this game, is going to be an exciting time on the VOD channel. About as exciting as Advance Wars. That was on the main channel, though. At least this one's going to be on the secondary one now. I almost thought about doing it sooner, switching the Famicom Ward VODs to the second channel, but I just figured the Mario games were a good one to end on. Yeah, the only way Elise is gonna get leveled up... Oh wait, she has Alm already. What's in that chest, then? I'm gonna have this crew wait around a little more, because I may need to warp someone suddenly to save the day. And remember, part of my goal here is to actually cover all these buildings as soon as possible. Soon they're gonna start spawning in the left ones. Once I deal with the archers, I'll be in a lot better of a spot. Fire? That's a weak one. Okay, so my goal here is gonna be to actually just defeat the archers. Ooh, that guy's fast. So I gave my guys all pretty good speed. What is his gonna be? I'm coming for you, thief. Let's see. Let's see how much Sita and Minerva can take out of these archer guys. Good. Hopefully I haven't taken too long. I'll be able to block all these buildings soon. There's still gonna be one more, because it's gonna actually take a bit for me to get my guys down there. Ah, shoot, I was slightly worried about this. Means the mage is gonna live one turn longer, but that's how it has to be. Can't let the archers live. And hopefully Navarre can handle this guy. I almost should have started moving him down sooner, frankly. Wonder if I should warp Julian in. I feel like I'm starting to use warp a little too much, though. So I'm a little nervous about it. Oh, even Wendell could cross the mountains? I might just have him get over this way. Because those are going to be where they spawn first. They spawn turn 8. I think that's still a little whiles away, right? Oh, no, wait. They don't spawn there yet. Shoot. They spawn in the ones to the right first. Shoot, what did he just drop? Devil Sword, should have dropped it. My inventory is getting a little full. Is there any shops in this level? Oh yeah, there was at the start. Alright, I need to get down here quick. You kidding me? Oh, part of his speed is that he has a steel bow. Wait, no, I thought steel was heavy in this. He's been hit a little bit, but he should survive one Manakete attack. I just really need to get to those buildings quick. I could heal Tiki. She's gonna get hit by the mage one more time, and she has lost a decent amount of life, but I think she'll be fine enough. That will not be necessary. I'm tempted to lose somebody just to try reviving, just to see it. But I'm scared if it won't work on the chapter where it happens or something like that. Someone uses Fortify here on the enemy turn. That's actually going to be annoying because then oh, I should have had my bishop do a magic attack on him, honestly. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, it's just fire. It's not much. Nice. Just totally missed Harden. Okay. Getting close to being in a good, comfortable spot with this mission. Oh, he's running away. Come back here, coward. I'm gonna plot Marth here for now. That'll change eventually. Goodbye, dragon. I actually might make someone else attack because Tiki could then sit on a building and charge for a bit. I hear the audio being scratchy again. Oh, crit. Man, high speed again. That was Sita even, wasn't it? Wow. Being faster than Sita is an accomplishment. Oh, fire is super light though. That's, oh gosh. Dude. So annoying. Looks like Tiki doesn't get a rest yet. Oh, it's because he's in the mountain, I think, that I keep missing. Oh, are you serious? Thank goodness, he actually would have killed her. I mean, I could have used other party members' range stuff, but, man. I need to get people in those buildings fast. I don't think I'm going to spend too much time leveling up units. So I think I'm just going to try to cheese the final level. Or stat boosting units. I'll like stat boost Tiki and Marth. And that's it. So I think Tiki is going to be really good for the final boss if it's a dragon. You saw she was even doing more damage than Marth was to the dragons. I mean, I don't know if it's smart necessarily in the sense of, like, there's no reason, or, like, there's not a benefit I gain for not doing it other than saving time. But I don't think it'll be an issue if I don't do it. Because what could go wrong is that I end up not being prepared. I can't warp cheese or something, but everyone else is strong enough that it should still be fine. Like, I'd like to give other people some HP boosting things, but... Why are you covering the spot where they're gonna come out of? Okay, I'm gonna put Zane on this one. Joking. I mean, I guess if they stay there, they're preventing from their own dudes from spawning too. All right, we're starting to cover up buildings. This is good. Reinforcements are the main thing I just don't feel like dealing with. Come on. There is no way this one measly little curate can survive the attacks of... Do you see my hit chance? It wasn't that bad there. How did I miss 4 in a row? Are you kidding me? I do have to get Sita eventually, or like Sita's the one who's gonna probably, or Minerva, either one could do it. Go to the secret shop, one of my flyers. So I do want multiple people, or other people blocking these buildings. Oh yeah, there's boots there too. I might put some on Tiki, actually. I don't know if she'll need it, but just in case. I need Julian to actually take the chest, so... yeah. I might get window on one of those buildings. Wow, what a threatening move, Curate. Oh shoot, you better not spawn someone there and trick me. Okay, good. Now, all the buildings will be blocked. Thank goodness. I do want Marth to fight those guys there. Although he isn't... Falchion isn't as good against dragons as I thought it was. But... I want to wait till I have someone else who can cover that building down there. It'll probably be Julian, and then I'll just have them swap out. I just realized all these people are back here too. It might be nice to have them block a building instead. I don't think I moved them in all last turn. It's almost honestly too good. His defense is the big issue. But once I buy a bunch of Draco shields and max it... Wait. I have a Draco shield in the convoy. I totally forgot about that. That was going to max out his defense. I'll have Sita pick that up and drop it by to him real quick. Marth doesn't need silver swords anymore, I just realized too. It's not even worth holding on to him. Because that Falchion is infinite uses. Only reason why I would use the silver sword is if I didn't want to have to watch the Falchion animation. Actually, I wonder... I'm curious. Let me look at the... Like, what if... Oh! Falchion isn't actually that strong. Oh, shoot. They're being aggressive. Mercurius is way stronger. However... apparently, non-Manichees can't even hit him when he's using it. You can use it to restore HP? I didn't realize that. And it's effective against the final boss. So it's not effective against Manichees, but it is effective against the final boss. Got it. But that's why he wasn't doing actually that much damage to the Manichees, was because he actually doesn't, it's not actually near, it's like almost half as good as Mercurius as far as raw attack power goes. It'll be good for the final boss, but it's not actually, the only good thing about it is that he can't get hit by other weapons, which I guess is pretty OP. I guess so. It doesn't, it's not strong against the other dragons though, if they're also Earth dragons, I'm not actually sure. I can't move Marth yet because he's on a building. So that's why Marth wasn't actually completely whipping the dragons. Still probably not worth holding on to a silver sword though, when I could always just swap to the other one. See, this guy couldn't attack me because the Falchion completely protects me from him. That makes him even more busted against the final boss, actually, because then he can cook the final boss without having to worry about others. I like how he has to, he has to do that backflip, it's part of using the weapon. I'd almost kill this thief with this, or this curate with the thief, but I actually can't. Oh, I should have maybe moved my other horseman guy closer, because he could be someone that can take Marth's place easily. Oops, slight. Not a perfect chance to hit. I swear if I miss, I'm gonna be so mad. I hate the way it, like, flashes the screen. Alright. Get in there. Okay, I'm gonna move Harden. Oh, shoot, not Harden. Gain this way so that he can take Marth's place. There's a lot of rough terrain in this level, actually. Pit Marth against a mountain and he crushes. Biggest weakness. He could cross the mountains, it would just take him a while. How many moves can you upgrade on a person? Like, what actually is his maximum? Can I buy him more boots and make him just absolutely absurd? I also just realized it's gonna be faster. Oh, that's annoying. It's gonna be faster if I put Tiki down closer to the mountain range. And I want to give her some stat boost too. I'm gonna have her also fight the final boss. Alright, Sita. You're going back. This convoy is gonna be in bad shape. I'm gonna might take some items out just to throw them away. Resistance is already maxed out on Marth, isn't it? Or can you do more than 7? I thought 7 was the cap. I'll do it on Tiki, but I don't think it can. I don't think you can use it on anyone else. Or I mean, I can't use it anymore on Marth, rather. I could do it on everyone else, but I don't really care. Yeah, I seem to remember the maximum resistance is actually pretty low. Okay, so we need this VIP card. And we need this silver card. What is this? Then I want to take out a couple items while I'm here just to drop. Although it doesn't really matter. I'm getting close to the end now. Don't need that pure water. I don't need all these rapiers either, actually. Definitely don't need the door key. Get the mute stream for a bit. Alright. I'm almost done, actually. I'm getting close. Well, I still have to grind a bit, so. I seem to remember the max resistance is 7. I could try, but I don't think anything's gonna happen. Do. Drop the rapier. About time to switch Marth out. Not that it matters a whole lot. I am curious, what is in this chest? Why is there one secret chest here at this level? What could be inside? Alright. Marth can finally move. No units will be spawning on me today. Let's figure out what's in this chest. Oh, Sita was... I was gonna grab the... It's not too late. Just to save a bit on cash. I don't know if it's necessary, but... There's a Draco shield in here. That's one of the things I was gonna buy. I don't know if I need to save on cash, though, frankly. So, I don't know. This might just be pointless. Soon I don't have to Move a bunch of units at once, though, so the turns should start moving a little quicker. What is this blue thing in here, by the way? You know what? I'm getting annoying. I'm getting annoyed having to wait for you every turn. I could also, like, upgrade Sita a bit more in case I want to use her. Because buffing her HP and defense could be nice. Maybe I'll do that, because she's already going to be in the shops. So it'll be a fast upgrade. Goto's the only character... Oh, he actually starts with resistance? Interesting. I actually haven't gotten Goto. It's a Devil's Sword? That's the last thing you're hiding from me? Wow. Incredible. I love it. Is the max resistance 7? Can you tell or not? There's a page where you can see the max stats of all the classes in the game. Or at least of each individual class. So like if I look up... classes... Go to Lord... Should be a maximum stats. Yeah, max resistance is 7. Max move is 12 though, so he can go one extra movement with a pair of boots. I wonder what Tiki's maxes are. What I'm not sure is if the Dragonstone pushes you past your maximum. Like, can she have 20 defense plus the extra Divine Stone defense? Because if so, that's kind of crazy. Marth's inventory is full. I was gonna drop a... Great, no, Silver Sword. Because 11 still gives him that range in case I really want it. Mercurius is actually the strongest. So definitely the Silver Sword is the weak here. Actually, Silver might be slightly better than Falchion, but if I'm gonna use a strong one, it'll be Mercurius. Really? On the wiki, if you just look up any class, it shows you the maximum stats for each game. Oh, it's not quite maximum defense. I have to buy another one now. Alright, secret shop. Time to buy some stuff. Definitely want Sarah. I'll get the stuff, the more weirder things from Earth first. It kind of looks like most classes in this game actually just max at 20 with everything. Like, it kind of looks like a lot of the classes are the same. In that regard. What's the maximum HP, though? That's the question, too. Might take a while. Although these Seraph robes do 10 HP with each one. I think it might be 50. Nine? Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. 52 is the max HP. That's a funny number. Question is, how much do I want to max out Tiki? Because she has a while to go to max out some of her stats. Like, if I want to max out move, it's going to take a while. If I want to max out defense, it's going to take a while. I obviously want to give her a resistance buff still. I think there are going to be some mages, I imagine, around the final boss. He just needs one thing of defense, and then Marth is, like, maximum possible. It's a bit of a waste to use it for 1 point, but oh well. I'm just going to be focusing on these two at this point. Tell me Tiki has at least room for one item. In fact, it'd be good for her to have two. I don't need both barriers. Especially because I probably won't even use them in the final level. Probably gonna drop two. Oh, I guess if I have to drop one, I should drop the weaker one. Trying to decide if I should give Sita anything too before taking off. Oh wait, I forgot. Marth still needs Seraph robes. Buenos Bob was such a trip. I didn't hate the game. It was definitely not a fantastic game, but I didn't hate it. It was kind of unique. It's a little different than some of what I've done so far, you know? It probably just needed more time was the biggest thing, honestly, from how fast it sounds like it was made. I don't know if she needs boots, if I'm just gonna warp her to the boss, actually. Move us up at 10, that's probably good enough. Yeah, I think there were some good ideas behind it. It was just a lot of the execution more than anything else. Seraph robe. She needs a talisman. You're just getting your new computer set up? Nice. Have you ever actually had your own desktop before? This is your first one, isn't it? We either had the shared one as a family or you had laptops. There was six. I have 5 siblings, so there was 6 of us all sharing one computer at one point. Although we were much more limited in how much time we were allowed to use and everything back then. Is it another Mahjong next? Wow, how thrilling. Well, no, next is gonna be, I'm definitely going back and playing Bombi. Still not sure about QDQ yet. The shared one star becomes yours because no one else was using it. That's how bad it was. It's kind of funny. All right, Martha's maxed out. Let's give Tiki a little bit more because her Divine Stone is going to make her very good against the final boss. What does she need? She still needs more HP. I might just still pump a bunch of defense into her, honestly. I don't know if it'll help, but if it does, it'd be really nice. Oh, for summaries. That's right. I don't think I'm going to do Galaxian until we have something more than just the bits that we've seen. A flyer, something said by Nintendo. I want to know a little bit more before I jump the gun on that one. It's kind of similar how I'm not totally sure. I'm not even sure about doing QDQ, honestly. Even though. Yeah, and that's fine. There's probably other games like it, honestly, if that was a thing they were doing during that time. That we might never know of. Plus, it's not like it's a first party or like one they developed or anything either, so it's already in a gray area that I don't care as much about. You finally just realize how nasty the secret shop's position is. That is why Sita is the one doing it. Well, I guess I could have slowly made Tiki walk over there. Only 3 defense? Come on. Do better than that. Annoying thing is I have to get Sita. Oh, I should have kept Marth down there for a while. Maybe it's still worth doing it because it's still going to be a hot minute. I have to get Sita all the way back up to the top to get her weapons back. She'll probably never use them, but just in case. They're getting close, though. Maybe one more trip for defense. Well, maybe a couple trips for defense. I don't know. HP is done, so I'm gonna start doing even more defense at a time. That's a good question. I have no idea what they're doing here. Don't question Anna's tactics. Ba, 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 ba. It's kind of funny how she's even become playable in some modern titles. And there's like a ton of Annas. I guess it explains why there's so many Annas throughout the world, though. Like, there's actual, in Fire Emblem Warriors, there's like, you'll see a ton of Annas on screen at once. I guess they're all sisters. Okay, this will be the last trip. Unless I want to upgrade Sita, which I'm slightly tempted to, but I don't think I need to, honestly. I have the funds to do a little more, but it's good enough. Definitely a conspiracy. The support where you get married. Oh, yeah, that's right, because they make the main character capable of getting married to anyone. I always thought it was funny, all the villains you could recruit in the epilogues to Awakening and how you could hook up with them, and it's like War, the Conqueror, and all that. It's really funny. All right. Is there a similar thing with Nurse Joy? I always thought those were just different nurses. I didn't realize they all had the same name. Or is it even wackier in the anime? I've never seen the anime at all. Ba, ba, ba. I can't remember. Are the Fire Emblem Awakening epilogues even considered canon? Because there's some kind of ridiculous characters that survive death. I don't think they are considered canon. They're just more bonuses so you can have the characters. Okay, she's plenty strong now. She didn't quite get fully upgraded from the previous shop, and maybe I should have, but it's fine. They're all sisters in the anime. Oh, not quite. Yeah. I mean, they look so evil, so it's really funny. Seeing the villains propose to you like Gangrel or Woolard. Those were the two funniest ones to me. Oh, like 400 of them. Yeah, I guess that still doesn't make a whole lot of sense, huh? Wait, why did I stop there? I can still take stuff from the convoy. All right, I'm gonna try to warp cheese the final boss. Are you guys ready? Where the heck are my inventory items, though? What does she even have? Silver stuff. Yeah, here it is. Levin's sword kind of became worse over time. I maybe should have switched back to javelins. The problem with Levin's swords was that they always did exactly 14, whereas javelins would scale with my strength. All right, time to end the mission. Oh shoot, there he is. Why did it play the other song for a second there? Princeling, do not think you have yet won. Though you dare approach me, I will not surrender. You will bear witness to the true power of the Earth Dragons. Yes, come to me. I will cast you into the deepest pit of hell. Man, everyone wants to send me to hell. Oh, is he being protected by a dragon? Alright, I'm still gonna send the whole team here. But I am gonna try. The only problem is, I realized 2 people have warps. It's gonna take me 2 turns to get, or like, only 1 person has the warps, when I should have had 2 different people with the warps. Alright. Oh no. To make it this far, Marth, it is the measure of a true hero. Sage Gota, why have you come to this place? Men are foolish, and I have sworn to let the affairs of this world proceed without me. But watching your struggles, I came to think that perhaps I was too hasty in my judgment. I cannot defeat Medeus on my own, but I will happily lay his minions to rest. Go forth, he who has been chosen by the goddess. Altea's Prince of Light. Cast the Shadow Dragon back into the darkness. Bury him in the earth he crawled out of. Why is everyone in a different spot? It's a different song. This is terrible. Why the heck is there a shop out there? Wait, Boa has a warp. I don't know when I gave that to him. And then he has the other warps. So there is a solution to this. Let me double check the mission. I might restart it just to make it a little easier on myself. Yeah. No, he can't warp himself. The play here is a silly one. It is we restart. I'm like slightly paranoid. But we're gonna reset. We're gonna load the map. And we're going to select a very small amount of units. My only concern is, what if these guys then get overwhelmed and die in the process? That would be tragic. We want Tiki. We want Boa, because it turns out he does have a warp. And we want Wendell. So that's 4 party members, and they're all going to go right next to each other. Maybe I'll have them retreat to the right. Wait, I also want Merrick, because he is a physic. No, wait, Merrick is gonna be put somewhere stupid, though. Where's Merrick gonna be put? No, Merrick is gonna cause someone else to be put in the wrong place, so never mind. Merrick, you're not coming with. Hopefully Fortify is enough. We shall see. We'll see if this works. I have to choose all my units. No! Are you kidding me? Oh, wait. No, then there'll be bad units. I could pick all people at the bottom to guarantee the 4 I need are all in a spot. But then everyone is just gonna die. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try this to see if I can kill him fast enough. Does this work? Okay, the units all I want to be are here. But the problem is, they're gonna get attacked. Dude, not being able to place your units is kind of dumb. I know all the backups are gonna... If they start dying, though, this is not a worthwhile sacrifice. Honestly, I can make Marth, like, quickly run to someone else. To a warp in time or something. If I have to. Alright, let's get the team in there. I'm probably gonna put Tiki to get the first dragon. Ooh, Goto has his own Fortify. That's good, that means I have another one. So let's do Tiki first. Oh, look at that HP, baby! Alright, hopefully she'll kill this first dragon on her first hit. Oh man, it's a tough one though. 29. Goodbye. I was gonna say maybe I should turn on animations, but if it's all just Marth doing it anyway, we'll see the animations, as it'll force us to. Marth. The power of the falchion! The final boss, Medeus. Coming out of the earth! Ooh, look at the shadow dragon / earth dragon. I got a critical hit! The warp cheese! Me defeated by humans, mere humans. Take this to heart, Altian Prince, inheritor of the light. One day, as long as wickedness dwells in the hearts of humans, I will rise anew. Never forget. As long as there... That went by so fast! As long as there's light, something. There will be darkness. Medeus is defeated. The Dolor Empire once again fades into darkness. After 3 long years of battle across Arcanea, for Marth and his friends, light breaks upon the land, and the darkness recedes. And after a long journey, Marth can finally put down his sword. Marth, at long last we can return to Talis. Yes, we can, and I must report to your father. But after that, I will immediately head to Altea. Yes. War has brought my land to ruin. We must not waste any time in rebuilding. Oh, Marth, yeah, I see you are not one to speak easily of what is most precious to you. You are a hero. This is a challenge you must not shrink from. Hurry and tell her. Princess Nina, I would never. Well, how should I put it? Sita? Oh, yes? Would you journey to Altea with me? Why, yes, I would love to. Oh my. Marth has a canon girlfriend. Actually, I think they officially get married. The long war has ended. The darkness over the world has been dispelled. Marth and his companions are now victorious. But this is but one legend of Falchion, the Blade of Light. To arms, for the next adventure has already begun. the cast. Dude, this is so slow. Marth. Jake. Oh my goodness, I had to go through every character. Sita. Ogba. I'm not gonna read them all out loud. Well, you know, the game definitely has some rough NES, trying to do tactical RPG on the NES edges. But I actually think it's pretty solid still for what it is. I still like it. I definitely enjoyed the game still. Even if I wish it didn't have the bad inventory management and stuff. Okay, they're trying to do 2 lines at once. That's good. Guiding foreshadowing? It might be. Or they just knew they wanted to make a sequel. Or like more games. No, you're not going to get an epilogue for all characters. In later games, they tell you what every character does after the war. Which can even depend on who you have hook up with who, because you can control that in later games. Why? It's weird that they do this way. Like, could you just put Zane to the right of Paula at least? Oh, now I gotta see how good I did in each chapter. 21 turns. 26 turns. Oh yeah, interesting. That was in the original game then? But that's not necessarily the right language. Or not language, but pronunciations. The Ghoul's Teeth 63. Oh, that's the one that I was grinding my healers on. Oop, I hear the auto cutting out. I'm fortunate to do this during the credits, but... It's like, this is like a medley of a bunch of the songs. It's kind of interesting. I did Minerva's stage. Oh, I think I did a bunch of stuff at the shops on that one. Wooden Cavalry was the short one. Which one was Star and Savior? Oh, that was the one inside Marth's home. Castle. Why did Camus the Sable? Oh, that's the one where I grinded Tiki a bunch. Why did Clash of Macedon take so... Oh, that's the one where I had the first secret shop. This next one's gonna be a long one. Yeah, because that's the mission I just I bought a bunch of stuff to make Marth and Tiki OP. I didn't even hardly need all that stuff. Chosen by Fate? 1 turn! The final level. Total... I wonder what the lowest anyone has gotten. I'm sure it's out there. 660 turns. I know that turn 1 pretty satisfying, huh? And now for the actual credits. Ba-ba-ba-da. 6 more turns. I forgot what I was at already. Should have spent longer on that final level, huh? That was so funny how quickly, like, being able to warp both Tiki in there and Marth was perfect. I annihilated the final boss. Papa? Not a hero? But no, it's probably a good thing I didn't get 6 more. That would have cursed my... Oh, that's a Yokoi mentioned there. And then... Goto, at Nina's request, he became Archbishop of Arcanea. The people line up to hear his words. Wait, is it actually going through everybody? At least, as Marth's only blood relative, she watches over the newly crowned king. Wait, are we gonna have to go through epilogue for everybody? Yep. Lawrence, he has become a leader to villagers who had suffered under Dolher. Tiki, she loves to tell everyone how much she's grown up in recent times. So Maniki's age a lot slower. Paula, her effort to rebuild the kingdom of Macedon keep her quite busy. Jake, Works to reconstruct villages destroyed. Everyone is just like, oh, helping everyone after the war. I guess they still did do it in this one. Roger. Works with survivors of the war to rebuild villages. Mathis. Returns to his hometown to live a quiet life. Yeah, he never wanted to be in the army anyway. Astrum puts his considerable strength toward rebuilding Arcanea. S develops feelings for an Altea knight she fought beside, happily married and lives peacefully. Is that supposed to be someone you actually that's in the game, or is it just a generic dude? Wendell journeys from country to country seeking to uncover great truths. Zane, after events draw to a close, he disappears on the wind. What the heck? Beck travels to remote regions to mop up remnants of Dolher's forces. I'm hearing the stuff again. Aaron rebuilds villages razed during the war. That seems like what half the cast is doing, honestly. Moves to the royal palace where he serves as a bishop. I mean, yeah, the war did kind of affect every nation. Tomas. In search of a quiet... I missed it. This dude. Many villages were burnt by Dolher's troop, and he helps to rebuild them. I'm not going to say their names. Throws himself into efforts to rebuild villages destroyed during the fighting. Lends his strength to rebuilding Arcanea. A lot of these are pretty generic, honestly. Seals away the destructive power of Ura. Now she lives a quiet life. That was Milo's daughter, one of the mages that Gharnef killed. Devotes her days to rebuilding Macedon as its rightful princess. Yeah, I guess she rules it now. Both her brother and her dad are dead. Her enthusiasm for Marth has not diminished. She puts her energy towards rebuilding homes lost in the war. This accomplished young knight also enjoys life at court, dressed in finery. Falls madly in love with the girl he met during the war and throws down his sword for good. Is that supposed to be the other one that fell in love with? No, wait. Doesn't say it was in the army, though. Since the fighting ended, he hasn't been seen. Goodbye, Caesar. Put away his firestone. Spends his time in the countryside of Dolher. Bantu lives a quiet life. Works to restore the Knights of Arulis. I still don't know how to say that name properly. Weary of fighting, he leaves the Knights, and his whereabouts are unknown. Devotes himself to restoring the Knights. Arulis again, like the other guy. Wolf. This is like the same as the last guy, but a recolor. Proudly joins Prince Knight's guard. He's an influential member of the Knights of Arcanea. Hardin. Together with Nina, he works to restore Arcanea. He weds the princess and becomes the 24th king. That may or may not be a relevant plot point in a future title. Navarre. At the conclusion of it all, he vanishes without trace. Because if you remember, Nina fell in love with Camus. Feelings for Elise held tight in his heart, he journeys back to Caden. I didn't know he was head over heels for Elise. Returns to Macedon to watch over the orphans of war. Gives up... Why is his face on the other side? Gives up thievery and opens a small shop in Macedon. According to rumor, he is a father now. Daros returns to a carefree life on the seas. No one hears from him again. Not a single soul. Ogma returns to Talus to guard the king. Though there may be one he loves, there is no news of a wedding. Returns to Talus and is reunited with his mother. Helps to restore Arcanea. Wow, such a great description. Spends a leisurely life in his village, hunting and fishing. Returns home to become a woodcutter. Each of the brothers do something different. Establishes a monastery and takes in orphans. The guy who can't tell if it's a hat or a hood, or hair or a hood, returns to his hometown and lives a quiet life, I think it said. Founds an orphanage to care for children who lost their parents in the war. Wanders the world searching for battle. He takes forever to get anywhere, though. He was a slow unit. Spends his days with his wife in his hometown, an expectant father. Works hard training... I don't know how to say that word. Is it aspirant knights? Aspirant knights? Jagan devotes himself to his lifelong task of protecting Marth. Jagan has the craziest shoulder spikes. Stays by Marth's side as the two rebuild Altea. It is said they will soon marry. I think Marth is a canon dad, actually, even, because I think Crom is his descendant. His days are spent busily rebuilding Altea. See you again someday. I've seen threads where people talk about who all the canon parents are in Smash Bros. I know Martha's so OP. Finn. Is this just the ending? Looks like it. All right. I know Marth wasn't even that different. Game only took 30 years to make. 30 years to get to the West. All right, that is time. Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon, and the Blade of Light complete. Second longest game. Still didn't really get close to Famicom Wars. That one was 40 hours, right? That was largely because of that last mission, though. Famicom Wars was 38 hours. So yeah, Famicom Wars was still 10 hours more.